Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to be working on the old railroad truck one more time here. We're fixing up the paint, if that's what you want to call it. We're going to be taking off a lot of the flaking old paint and trying our hand at doing a faux patina just to kind of give this thing a better look, being that somebody had painted it with house paint. It's just almost impossible to strip this thing down. We'd have to spend a lot of money stripping it down to bare metal, and that is not an option. So we're trying to keep this on a budget, keep it budget friendly. So what you're going to see here is this is a lot of footage that I've done over the course of building this thing, and I'm going back and editing it, and I'm trying to get better in front of the camera. I didn't realize, the more I'm putting these videos out, the more I realize that me behind the camera just talking isn't very exciting. I guess people want to see who they're watching do work or whatever. So some of the footage is older, so I'm not in front of the camera, but I'm trying to do these little edits where I can bring myself up and kind of tell you what's going on. Like and subscribe down below if you like this kind of content, and please leave me a comment, kind of help me go along this journey of learning how to make content. Be nice about it, but tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, if I need to do something a little bit better, if I need to be doing more how-tos and showing. If you want to see how I do it, that's fine. I have no problem doing that. I'm learning that this editing thing is it's more of a job than actually doing the work on the cars, for crying out loud. I got a lot of respect for these guys that put content out every week, and how much it takes to I'm realizing how much they move the camera and set up the shots and everything and then do the work. There's more work in that than there is actually working on the vehicles. So a lot of this footage I'm doing, I'm slowly learning how to edit, and I'm putting it compartmentalized into just 20-30 minute episodes. So bear with me, come along for the journey with me, trying to learn how to be a content creator and enjoy the building of this little railroad truck here into something that's kind of cool that we can be proud of. I'm having fun doing it. I'm still not done with it. We're buttoning up a few things now. You'll see in a few episodes down the road, and I'm collecting a few other vehicles to work on. That'll hopefully be interesting content down the road as well. A wide variety of different things. So. But yeah, this week we're doing faux patina, try to get this paint looking better, get it really cleaned up good. I take you through the process of what I did to fix the rust that was around the windshield, because the new windshield is going in and it would just leak. And it was my biggest concern when I bought this, was this piece and what I was going to do with it. And go through step by step, not really a tutorial, but just kind of watching me figure out how to do something I ain't never done before. So, and the end product, and we're showing a little more pictures of other pieces that I've restored and put on the truck and really didn't film, because this is a brand new channel. Even though you can look on there and see stuff from 3 years ago, I was basically posting stuff for friends and family to look at. It wasn't supposed to be a channel, and now we're going after this. We really want to get 1,000 subscribers. We want to get to where we can do this on a more regular basis and grow this into something that you guys can be proud of and I can be proud of. So, and that you look forward to coming back every week and seeing what we're doing. So come along with the growing pains while I learn how to do this and how I can hopefully try to get better at this and make it entertaining and informational. I appreciate those who do come back and watch, even if it's only 20 of you. It'd be nice next week to have 30, and the week after that be 50 would be great. Each episode be growing and see it grow. So thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy this one. And please, if people aren't doing too much commenting at all, and help me along. Give me some insight, give me some information, point me in a direction to go there I can make this better. Or if you just hate me, I'm boring, hard to look at, yeah, you can put that in there too. Just be nice about it. Be as nice as you can. So, hope you enjoy it. Here we go. Black and blue is what I'm going to do. But just getting this brush marks out of it so it's not so prominent. I think I'm going to be brushing the next one on. Getting there. Alright, these are just a little heads up. These are the mirrors. Sandblasted them, got all the house paint off. I'm going to spray them with some trim black because it holds up and it looks good. Alright, and I didn't show the process on this. A million ways to do it, and I'm not an expert. I'm doing this for the first time. Guessing you can kind of see where I I laid down some black, and then I laid down a midnight blue, and then I laid down a white, and I'm just just use spray cans in the areas that I want to sand back off. This is over house paint that was already existing on this truck. I'm not stripping the whole truck, can't do that. I'm going to do the sides, and then if it works out, I'll do the roof and the hood, and see how that works out. But I'll show you before and after. This is, you can see the areas where I'm going to hit it with a DA. I'm going to paint it above here, painted this whole line here, painted the tops of the fenders, did a couple of coats of black because I want that to stay. I don't want to go through the black. I did a couple of coats of blue. I want to be able to wear through the blue here and there. I know it's not the typical way we do patina. Everybody always uses the red oxide and whatever. This actually has black primer under the paint that has showed up in several spots. Like here where I went through, you can see there's black primer under there. Black primer here. But I wanted to do the blue because I'm doing blue interior, and I just thought it would kind of be a cohesive thing. It's patina. It's custom. It doesn't have to follow any rules. So kind of did a little sanding off here to give it a more worn look. Might do it a little bit more with DA. Place you get in and out. That'll cover up the spot that, you know, we welded in the new metal. And then I can actually get the new gasket in and well, get the new plastic floor, and I took the seat belts out, and I'll get the new molded plastic floor in here, and then I can put the gaskets in, and every time it rains, because it rains every single day here in Florida for an hour, then I can keep the rain out. I gotta wipe it down yet, but I don't know if I go a little more. I get rid of some of the blue so there's more black, but I kind of like the blue. It's different. Over here it's black with some blue. Alright. Got this side going. I think that don't look too bad. I need to dial in the, excuse the wind if there's wind noise. Gotta dial in the hood a little better, but the hood's really rough to start with. So to try to bring some patina out of it with the blue, a little tougher, but I don't know. Kind of digging it. It's kind of a dirty, down and dirty looking patina. And then I've got a bunch of stuff on the box. You can, I don't know if you can tell because the box is so nasty. But did around the wheel wells, did at the bottom of the door here, did some spots that have bare metal here and here, and I did this whole edge here. That I'll sand back, and maybe that'll bring me some. And then these edges here, tops of the box there and there. You can see a little better where I've blended it. So I hit it with the DA around the wheel well here, and again along that whole line, and hit it with the DA and get some of the blue and the black coming just like this. But on those lines, because there's not real body lines, so making it up as we go. Alright guys, got a little bit of work left to do, but I think I figured that box out. I'm going to sand a little more to bring some more black out where the blue is, especially down here. I think it needs a little more black, but I've got this all painted. It's got to dry, and I'll sand that, bring a little black and blue out of there, and then this also. Same on the other side. But I think it's way better than it was. I like this better with some color on it, other than just junky looking with the 3 different colors of house paint, rattle can, and factory paint, and God knows what else is stuck to it. It's getting there. See the other side. I need a picture with the mirror. I started on this side. I ain't done yet. Cab's done. Box needs a little more sanding. That's also drying. The black mirror turned out pretty good. Yeah, I think it'll work. Alright guys, I don't know if this is worth the time and effort or not. I'm gonna take some steel wool, clean these up, get the rust off the seat belts. I got some duplicolor interior paint. Don't know if it's the right color blue or not. I just went ahead and degreased these and de-waxed them, and I'm gonna give them a little shot with that because I'm gonna use it on the seat belt covers for the 3-point covers, and be a good time to see. Not much of this sticks up. I mean, this is about all that sticks up out of the seat, so you don't see much of it, so it's a good one to test on. If it's not right, it's fine. I'm gonna clean these up good. They seem to be in good shape. Otherwise, there's no tears or nothing in the seatbelt strapping. It's actually real decent. It's just some steel wool. I don't know. Get them, lube them up some. They're a little sticky. That's what sitting does. We'll clean them good and put them back in. It is what it is. You can't tell on camera, but this is the color it's supposed to be. Medium blue. And I shot some on the can. Does that look medium blue to you? That looks like gray. It looks perfect if you put the shine on it. Matches the can perfect to the shine. But in the shadows, that's like frickin' gray. Come on, duplicolor. Don't give me a cap and say that's the color and it's not. So now that looks more gray than anything. It's hard to tell in this, but it's lighter. I'm not painting them gray. The crap you run into, people. Alright, sill plates. Crusty, all in one piece. Faded, nasty. You can probably buy these for 20 bucks, but I'm gonna paint them and see what they turn out like, and if they're good enough, they're good enough. They're not brittle, they're still flexible, and seem to be in relatively decent shape. So, little hole in that one right there, but all in one piece. I'm gonna throw a little of that Eastwood plastic resurfacer on there. See what it comes out like. Yeah, that didn't turn out too bad. I ran out of the spray just in time, I guess. I got just enough coat, but yeah, still got the scratches, but it's in one color. It's a uniform color, and I think that'll work. I can always change them later if I don't like them. Got another can of that stuff coming because I got a few other things to paint yet. I always like to have it on hand just for one little thing here, one little thing there. Yeah. Not the bad. That'll work. Alright, got the flooring, guys. A little more tucking, a little bending. I'm going to bring a heat gun out. Maybe glue that backside down. Up here's pretty good. They say it'll relax more. That's all I care about is with this area, if I can relax more and then be a little tighter looking, because all this will be under the seats. I painted this with some plastic paint, not dye. That dye was garbage. This is the stuff, friggin' Rust-Oleum for plastic. Better than they were. Painted those too. These are fresh. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, new weather strips too. That's why. There we go. Nice and firm. I get the mirror on. This week probably this. My donor roof should be here tomorrow. My buddy picked it up, so I can fix this rust spot over on this side. Probably pop the windshield out, take the cowl off tomorrow. I'm shot. It's hot here in Florida, man. Heat wave. Goes from here to here. Here. Do I get rid of this? It don't work. The gears inside are stripped. It's stuck there. Work truck, cool, but if I'm doing the windshield, I mean, if I cut it here to weld in, what's the difference? I can cut it up here. Get rid of this. I don't know. We'll see how bad it is. How much of that roof, I can't remember how good or bad it is. So we're getting there, guys. Time to clean up. I don't know if that was recording or not. Let's try this again. So this is what we got, guys. Cut through here. All the spot welds. This first layer has been cut out, so I'm going to spot weld the next piece, the donor piece, in. It'll replace all this. Come down. This is all solid. I need to have that piece come all the way over to here, and probably to here, because there's not much left. This is all I got for the donor hood. I'm going to cut it along that edge there. I got a good solid piece to weld through here. Spot weld. So this will all be new. I don't know if this got in the other video or not, we'll see. But this is the piece, donor roof. It's a rusted mess. It's nothing special, but it's got the pieces I need. So again, I can cut through here. I'm gonna cut it off here first, and probably up here, and then I'll go over and measure and tape and measure and tape and make sure we're right and we got all of this, because this piece is already over there. Okay, so I'll probably end up cutting around that, fitting this in, getting rid of the spot welds, peeling this up and off, and then I have this to weld in and have all new fresh metal in there. So all right, guys, got that piece cut off. I don't need the whole thing, I just need the outer skin, so we're going to drill out all the spot rivets. There's a bunch throughout here, and then there's a few through here, and I only need this top piece of this, and then I'm going to, basically, I think from this part, I was going to do from here back, but I think from here, because I can bolt it in, it'll be an exact match. I'll probably cut along here until I get to the rusty spot, and then go up and leave the lip, and then the rest. That spotlight's about here, so this is a little big, but I'm gonna piece it in. So, all right, guys, got a little more to trimming to make it fit perfect, but we're getting there. So, got all the rivets out of this, or the spot welds out of this. I got one piece. I got a little bit of here to figure out. Probably that piece has got to come off. This piece here. But then I'm gonna bolt it on and find out exactly where my pieces are that I want to trim. I might just trim this like this. We'll see, and I might pop the spot rivets out. Spot rivets here. Get this whole piece. Let's see, it only comes to here. It doesn't come all the way out. But that'll get me perfectly lined up, because I can bolt that down, and that'll give me the perfect alignment. But you see here, I have this, but there's also that. So I have to take that off so that this sits on top of this. Then it'll be nice and flush. And I can just, it's not going to have a full cover. But this is just where the hinge rides through, and it has a gasket over it. It is what it is. Bunch of surface rust in here and a little bit of rust there, but nothing major. But this is, I'm gonna put some rust kill on that, and should have been a spot weld here, and it just popped off. So there was a spot weld here on this one, not on there. But I'm gonna fit that in. I'm hoping I don't have to undo the fender, but I might have to, just to fit this all in properly. Go from there. Get this in tight and good, we're ready for a windshield, and we're really on the way. So all right, just that's the quick update there. So, got some trimming to do to fix that hole, and the hole will be only this big now, a little bit there, but it'll be this big. I can fix that or leave it. All depends. There's a little spot right there. Oh, right there. We'll see. Never done this before. Figuring out as I go. You got a little ingenuity and you take your time and think through these things, you can figure it out too. Fixing a hole that I thought was going to be a major problem with this truck. I'm happy though. It's getting so close. We're so close. Alright, one step closer. All I got left to do is cut so that these will butt match. I cut along here so that'll butt match. Drill a couple of holes in here to weld it down, bigger holes, so it'll weld down, do a little edge weld. But this matches up real nice. Gotta hammer that down a little bit, and I have to cut this to match. Gonna have a good match here, so I think it'll be alright. It's still gonna be this big open hole here, but it's better than it was before, and no open hole here. Threw a little rust preventative primer down. That whole cull goes over this, so you're not gonna see this, and then the gasket. I could grind it more, but it's just so thin, and it's a bad place to put the grinder. I end up grinding other pieces of metal thin. I can get out a carbide bit, but like I said, I'm not building a show truck. Comes up to here, this is all you're gonna see, and that was what was all rusted out, and now it's not. And the new windshield has a place to sit, and the new gasket has a place to seal, and they'll put more of the rubbery stuff like this and like this through here, press it in, and then put the gasket in. So it goes with the theme of everything had been painted with a brush with house paint. At least now it's painted with automotive or implement, you know, tractor paint. Oil based, rust preventative. I'll scuff it a little bit before I shoot the white over it. I'll probably do a little black and blue in here so that matches that. Yeah, big improvement. Well, there you go, guys. Just a little update. Take my old man eyes off. Just a little update on how that piece turned out. I've never done anything like that before. Thought I'd give it a try. That's the fun thing about working on these bringing these old vehicles back and working on this old stuff. That's not rare or anything. You can try your hand at something new. I believed in, I believe that when I see other guys do it in other videos and whatnot, I'm like, I can do that, So this gave me an opportunity to try it. And I think it turned out pretty good. It's not the most professional, but we're not building a show car. I've said it a million times. I know I sound like a broken record, but building a nice Survivor where the interior is nice and it runs and drives nice, you can be proud to take it to a show, but you don't have to worry about it being scratched or dented or anything like that. You can just enjoy it, drive it, and hopefully get some thumbs up and take it to the show and have people interested and actually like it. This thing could have been just continuing to rot away out in the field under a tree for another 15 years. And, I like saving them. I like them to survive and to tell a story, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to drive it for a little while, with the for sale sign in it. I'm going to take it some cruising, some car shows, some local stuff, and I'm looking forward to telling the story. It's part of the fun, sharing it with other car enthusiasts that have the same interest I do. So, and then maybe one of them will like it so much they'll buy it, and I can take that money and roll it into the next project. So let me know what you think, how it turned out. I probably didn't do it the best way. You saw my process. I changed my mind about 10 times on how I was going to do it and what I was going to do, and the reason I left the Spotlight one, I like it even though it don't work. I like the look of it with the work truck. And two, I was just taking the outer skin. I didn't want to have to cut through the whole post and weld in the whole post all the way around, and to remove the Spotlight there'd be a hole there. So that's why I went below the Spotlight, and we just skinned it. We took the old skin off and cleaned it up, rust proofed it, did some weld through primer. I didn't take enough pictures. Again, I like getting after stuff, and after the fact it's like, crap, I should have had the video camera out or at least taking a picture. So some stuff I can go back and take pictures, some stuff is just too dang late. But we did some weld through primer. We did the rust kill first, and then I shot some weld through primer so that when I spotted it in, I kept saying spot rivets. I know it's spot welding. Got her all in there and got her all dialed in. So I think it turned out great. It was a big concern of mine, and the other side I was worried was the same thing, but this driver's side was the worst on the whole truck for anything. And I think it's because that's the part that was under the tree getting dripped on, and dirt and stuff down in there, and it just rusted more. Because this thing has no rust in any of the other typical places you see a square body have rust. I mean, it's the mounts for the, you know, the cab mounts and the rubber mounts and the brackets and everything are completely rust free under this thing. Just weird where it did rust, and it had to be because it was sat under that tree for so many years. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Really want to grow this channel, really want to do more of this, bring you guys some more content. If you like what you see, share it, tell a friend. If you'd like to see something else, comment down below. Open to suggestions. I'm new to this, and I got to get more comfortable in front of the camera. Remember to bring this thing out more. But yeah, thanks for watching, and keep wrenching.